I'm a songwriter. I'm going to be sharing some original songs with you tonight, so I hope you will hang around and enjoy with me. As soon as I finish getting set up, I wish there's a way to zoom out on this thing. I guess not. Or is there? Center, crop, fit to screen. I'm afraid to try these. I don't know what's going to happen. Send backwards. I'm afraid to try. Hey, Brett H. Tay, welcome. Baby gorgeous, how are you? Good to see you. So I'm just getting started here, still setting up. I just noticed that this is zoomed in more than I want it to be, but I don't know if there's a way to unzoom it. And there's a few things I could try, but I'm afraid to because I don't want to mess up the live. Maybe I'll try it later before I'm done and see what happens. But right now, I should leave Well Enough alone. You know, I actually wrote a song called Well Enough Alone. I'm not sure we finished it. It was actually, it was actually pretty good, if I remember. The lyric was pretty good. I don't know if we ever got around to putting music to it. But I have thought of finishing that song. Jason, Elizabeth, how are you? So I'm Seth, I'm a songwriter. I'm going to be sharing some original songs with you. And normally, I don't have my set list planned out, but I usually have the first song. But I didn't even, with my chronic fatigue, some of you know I have long COVID, I have chronic fatigue. So my preparation, oh no, I got to lie down, I didn't have time. So I haven't really had a chance to figure out what my first song's going to be. So I'm just going to pick one. I'm going to start with, I usually like to start with a love song. Not always, but that's what I'm going to do this time. And this one is a celebration, actually, of a relationship that began under unlikely circumstances, went through some struggles, and stood the test of time. So here we go. True story. Oh, wait, I'm thinking of the wrong song. Okay, go. Here we go. Even though we came from such different worlds, at that one single time and place on earth, there we were. Now somehow, when so many years have flown, look around at this place that we call home. Here we are, day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Through those times when it all seemed way too much, and it felt like both of us had enough, still here we are. Cry or laugh at the things we did back then, still it all comes down to this in the end. Here we are, day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Day after day after day, page after calendar page. Nothing could stand in our way. We're joined at the heart. We could have drifted apart anywhere under the stars, but of all places we both could be, here we are. Here we are. to do this. Wait, swipe. What is it? That's not working. Oh, well, maybe it is working. You know, James, I can't tell if you're a troll or a fan, but I guess, whatever. Hey, Leah, welcome. Gloria, thank you for the follow. And Ita, thank you for the live. If you're enjoying my live, by the way, don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe. And if you're on the platform that has the live goal, please consider contributing to the live goal. So I'm Seth, I'm a songwriter. I'm here sharing original songs with you. I hope you'll hang around and enjoy them with me. No, I don't go to the beach. I haven't been to the beach in years. You're probably going to tell me I'm pale, right? Oh well. Riley, how are you? Avery, how are you? Oh, now I clicked on that and now my other screen went away. Oh well. Now I got to get back. Oh, hey, Distortion. Daddy, welcome. So I'm Seth, I'm a songwriter. I'm here sharing original songs with you. And I hope you'll hang around. What should I do next? Yeah, but you know, the funny hat thing is just like, I'm not into gimmicks. I know, I could do all these things and they say, oh yeah, try this, that, and the other. It's like, you know, but that's not me. I'm just me. My brand is to not have a brand. No, my brand is just to be myself. That's kind of my thing. And if it costs me views, oh well. I'm just not going to be, you know, I'm not the kind of artist who wants to wear a costume or you know, do some routine or gimmick. It's just, you know, I'm here with my songs. It's me and my songs. If you like me and my songs, you'll hang around and enjoy, and if you don't, you won't. That's just the way it goes. Z Max, how are you? So, well, go take a nap, James, you know? Go to the doctor, what can I say? All right, what should I do next? You know, I have a current single. I don't know if I want to play it yet. I have an upcoming single. Oh, you know what? My fingers are telling me to play this. Okay, this is a song that came out last year. It's maybe a little bit controversial. It may offend you. And if it does, well, you know it's true anyway. And there is certain platforms don't allow certain explicit words, so I'm going to have to sing. There's one word. It's in the second line. It rhymes with Twitter, but I'm going to have to sing a substitute word. Oh, the anxiety. I actually have a song about anxiety. I could play that next. He calls it X. I still call it Twitter. Either way, that site has gone into the spitter. Name calling, rage trolling, lies and outright slander. Elon reposting Nazi propaganda. Lies move at the speed of light. No one cares what's wrong or what's right. People spit out insults to that space. They never say straight to your face. Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations the mind, 24/7, all outrage all the time, a creation of malignant dreams, a well-oiled hate machine, online or on the air, it's all gone way too far, its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart, giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Antisocial. 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 Online or on the air, it's all gone way too far. Its grip is everywhere, pulling us apart. Giant corporations just keep getting greedier, fueling all the hate on anti-social media. They're fueling all the hate on anti-social media. Hey, for those of you joining, I'm Seth, I'm a songwriter. I am sharing my original songs with you this evening, and I hope you'll hang around and enjoy them with me. Thank you, Paul. So, Sam, how are you? Welcome to my live. I hope you'll hang around and hear some of my original songs. Let me know what you think of them. Okay, what should I do next? What's next on the agenda? Oh, I have this unreleased song that I really like. Or should I do the anxiety song? I don't know. I haven't done this anxiety song very often. I should do it more. But I'm going to do instead, this is an unreleased song. I have a recording of it. I'm still working on the mix, but I have another song that's coming out ahead of this one. So this is going to be 2 singles from now. But it's really fun to play. So I hope you like it. Okay, so this one is new. I've played it a few times, so it's not brand new, but it's unreleased. I'm still working on the recording of it. Sitting on the sofa, swiping right and left. One lonely night, she's darker than the next. An empty bed, waiting for me. No ray of hope I could see. Then fast as a flash from the sky came the one who opened my eyes. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. Hair as red as fire, eyes of emerald green, a heart of gold from out of a dream. She brings color to my world, makes the flame inside me burn. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. A greater glare than a solar flare. She electrifies the air. Oh, thank you, Allie. Aurora is the light of my life. Her aura shines through the night. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. You can't know how much I adore her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. Like a burst from the stars, she brightens my heart. There's nothing I wouldn't do for her. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. My love overflows in the glow of Aurora. Thank you for the follow, Ali, and hey, Kai, how are you? And, hate? Well, thank you, I guess. So I'm Seth, those joining. I'm a songwriter. I'm here sharing my original songs with you. These are all songs I wrote. You know, I can sometimes be talked into doing a Grateful Dead cover because I'm a big Deadhead. It's been suggested to me that I add covers to my set, and I don't know. I've thought about doing that, and I don't know if it's really, I don't know. I don't know how well that would, people come to hear covers. I don't know. Then maybe they're, songwriting is my thing. It's been my thing for a long time. So, and I've, have a lot of experience in the music business as a songwriter. And I've actually, as a songwriting professional, I've had the privilege of working with some of the most successful people in the music business. So, I'm pretty serious about the whole songwriting thing. Do I need a percussionist? Hey, Goku. So, I have another, I have my current single. I haven't done that yet. But I have another one that's, I just finally uploaded to my distributor, and I scheduled a release date of August 29th, but I may still be changing that because I am undergoing the process of changing my name, actually. I've been Seth Hilary Jackson. I want to shorten it to just Seth Hilary. But if I do that on Spotify, it's really not a problem, except on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. I have to start a whole new account. So all the songs that I've been uploading, and they're all there, and my followers, they won't carry over to the new account. On most platforms, I can just change my name. But on Spotify and all the other platforms, I have to have a whole new account just to change my name. It's kind of annoying. So I kind of haven't, so I may have to just bite the bullet and put the song out under the new name. So anyway, I have one kid's song. I've thought about, some people tell me that some of my songs remind them of Tom Petty, but I'm a songwriter. I'm here sharing original songs, and I hope you'll hang around and enjoy my originals. Let's see, what should I do next? All right, I'm going to do this upcoming single. This is going to be my next single. I haven't I did set the release date, but it may change. If I can find it. Okay. This one's it's a sad song, but it's also hopeful. I like to do that. When I write songs about some, struggles and sometimes depressing or difficult subjects. And I generally try to make them hopeful. But this one was hopeful just from its inception because it came out of this title that I came up with, which was actually it was actually a line from another song. But anyway, with no further ado, the waves of missing her keep rolling in. Her empty side of bed staring me down. I try to dry my eyes, but they fill up again. So I give in and let it all pour out. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear way to get through is just to feel the hurt. But bit by bit, I'm leaving her behind. With every tear that falls, there goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. At least I've begun to learn I'm tough enough to be a little weak, to soften up with every tear that falls. There goes one more drop of pain from deep inside the vault of a heart that loves in vain. But I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm feeling hints of healing, though each trickle might be small. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. I'm gaining strength with every tear that falls. Oh, well, I'll take that as a big compliment, Goku. And which song of mine are you thinking of that reminds you of Like Humans Do? I'd love to know. And for those just joining, I'm Seth. I'm a songwriter. I'm here to share original songs. If you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to like, share, hit the follow button, and leave a comment. Say hello. Leave a comment for me into the chat. And also, I have a live goal. If you'd like to support me that way, that would be totally awesome. All right, what should I do next? You know, I have some other original songs that I have some other new songs that I haven't. There's actually one. God, I've never played it, and I haven't practiced it, so I don't know if if it's even a good idea. If I can even remember how this goes. I don't feel like climbing. It's a word. I don't feel like climbing. Oh, right, I get it. I wonder if I should try this one. Should I try this? Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm really tempted to do this song. I haven't practiced it, so I'm afraid I really might screw it up. It's totally new, and I've been meaning to play it, and I keep forgetting. And maybe I should do another one. I have played this one a couple of times. It's been a while since I played this one. This is also unreleased. I haven't even finished recording this one yet. But I'm going to play it. I'm going to play this one. Okay, let's see. You keep giving me advice that I never asked for. Like you're a self-appointed one-man task force whose job it is to save me from myself. As if I really need that kind of help. I want a friend, not a critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. When I talk with you, I tiptoe over eggshells. I'm afraid the truth might damage your inflated brain cells. You'll never be the angel you pretend to be. You're projecting your own bullspit onto me. I want a friend, not a critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. Goodbye can be a sad and lonely thing. But now I've got a song I get to sing. I want a friend, not a critic. Kindly take your opinion and go stick it. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. At least you gave me fuel for a lyric. This is my so long song. This is my so long song. I'm singing my so long song. Oh, thank you so much. Fire to cannons. Thank you for the shares. And everybody, if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to share, like, hit the follow button or subscribe, whatever it is, if you're not following me already. And if you'd like to support me, there's a link and there's a live goal, and that would be totally awesome and appreciated. So I'm Seth, I'm a songwriter. I'm here sharing original songs with you. All right, you know what? I haven't been doing my country songs lately. Well, there's one. It's a new one that I've done a few times. I haven't done this one lately. This is actually, I actually have two versions of this song. This is a really old song. And there was something about the original version that I thought could be improved. And so I wrote this other version and I kind of forgot about it. And then I just was looking for the song. Oh yeah, I should pull that song out and play it because it used to be really popular. I used to play it out and people would, you know, they requested. And then I found this new version. It's like, you know, I like the new version better than the old version. I should play both of them and see which one you all like better. But that might be, then you need to hang around and hear both. And I know not everybody's got that much time to watch a live stream. But anyway, so here's the new version. I loaded up my suitcase, I packed in my guitar. I stopped for just a moment, then I climb into my car. We tried to work our troubles out one too many times. And now it's time to turn the key and leave your world behind. And I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Watch you slowly fade to yesterday. I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. I wish you had a way to make me stop and see the light. There's nothing I would rather do than stay just one more night. But we'd end up right here again when darkness turns to dawn. We never will see eye to eye, it's time for moving on. And I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Watch you slowly fade to yesterday. I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. The road, it stretches out ahead. I don't know where it ends. I don't expect that I'll be coming back this way again. And I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Watch you slowly fade to yesterday. I take one last look in my rear view mirror. Put the pedal to the metal drive away. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. Put the pedal to the metal and drive away. Oh, thank you, Hunter. Oh, you know, I haven't heard the Jim Carrey thing in a long time. I used to get that all the time. You look like Jim Carrey, you look like Jim Carrey. But in the last couple of months, I haven't been hearing that. I've been hearing other things, like you look like John Malkovich or Christopher Lloyd. But the Jim Carrey thing, you know, because people keep telling me I look like Jim Carrey, it reminded me of the song that I wrote 30 years ago. So I dusted off the song. And you know, the song actually opened a lot of doors for me in Nashville. It's a country song. And I ended up releasing it as a single a few months back. So I'm going to play it now. It's called Dumb and Dumber. And I wrote it when the movie was out, because somebody told me that Dumb and Dumber was a great title for a movie, but it wouldn't be a good song title. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, what do you mean it wouldn't be a good song title? And I came up with this idea, and I'm like, I got to write this. So this is Dumb and Dumber, because you mentioned Jim Carrey. When it comes to my heart, I always use my head. I don't get involved, 'cause I know how insane love gets. I read the book about Venus and Mars with my feet firmly on Earth. But I fell for her and blew it real bad, then messed it up worse. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. She's a homecoming queen. She's the 4th of July. One look at her and I was stark raving out of my mind. We lit a flame till my brain stepped in and said, get a grip on yourself. Now I gotta see her holding hands with somebody else. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, I sure did catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. I use logic, I take calculated risks, but I didn't count on wanting her like this. It was Dumb and Dumber, a double-barrel bummer, a 1-2 punch to the heart. It was Dumb and Dumber, I really did a number when I tried to be so smart. With all my horse sense and intelligence, oh man, did I catch on slow. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. It was dumb to let myself fall in love, and even dumber to let her go. Wonderwall, I don't even know what that is. I guess that's a song. I don't know it. But anyway, I'm Seth. I'm a songwriter. I'm here sharing original songs with you, so I hope you will hang around and enjoy my original songs. And if you are doing that, please don't forget to like, share, follow, subscribe, whatever it's called. And if you want to support me, that would be totally awesome. I have a link should be a link in front of you, and there's also my live goal. So I would totally appreciate that. Any support? would be awesome. Okay, so what's next on the agenda? Oh, so, I did this song earlier. This is my upcoming single. It's called With Every Tear That Falls. And actually, that song came out of another song I wrote 30 years ago. And I recently found that song, and I actually fixed it up. It wasn't really done 30 years ago. But that song that I wrote 30 years ago ended up giving birth to two other songs. And I mentioned earlier, I've had a chance to work with some of the really most successful people in the music business as a songwriter. And this is one of those times. So I got a chance to write with a guy named Casey Kelly, who had several #1 hit songs and even some Grammy awards, Grammy nominations. I don't know if he won the awards or just had nominations. I don't know. But, he had a big George Strait classic called The Cowboy Rides Away, and he had a big hit song with Tanya Tucker called Soon. And so he heard one of my songs and invited me to write with him, which is like an incredible honor. You have no idea what an honor that is, to be invited to write with somebody that successful. But it happened, and I'm going to play the song we wrote because I like it. This one came, so the original song that I wrote 35 years ago is called Another War Story, and I can play that too. But and I knew it wasn't finished, so I played it for Casey Kelly, and I was hoping he'd help me fix it up, but instead he said no, because Another War Story was a breakup song, and maybe that's why. But I really loved the chorus to that song, and I needed help finishing the verses. But he wanted to write it. He said, well, that's a great idea, but instead of that, let's write a love song. So it has a similar title. Instead of Another War Story, it's called Old War Stories. So now I have all these 3 songs. But anyway, here's Old War Stories that I wrote with Casey Kelly. It must have looked bad to your mom and your dad. I can still see the look on their face when they walked in the door, and there you and I were, locked up in a loving embrace. I thought that our future was all in the past, but now, years later, we can look back and laugh, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Remember the night we had our big fight. You locked me outside in the yard. It started to rain and I pleaded in vain, but you made me sleep in the car. They say love conquers all, and I swear that it's true. 'Cause here I am now on this couch holding you, telling old war stories from love's battleground, where we've won and we've lost, and then turned it around. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. From the lowest of lows to the greatest of glories, safe in each other's arms, telling old war stories. Well, thank you, Pakika? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much. And Ari, thank you for sharing the live. And thank you, family friend, for the follow. So if you're enjoying my live, please don't forget to hit the follow button. Also the like, share, or subscribe, or whatever it's called on your, wherever you're watching from. I know it's called different things in different places. And I will call attention again to my live goal, which exists only on one platform. But the other platforms, there is a support me link. There should be in front of you. And if there's not, there's a link. Oh, by the way, I have a website, SethHilaryJackson.com, where you can stream or download my songs or get my artist merch. So there's a link in my bio that takes you there and to all my other links. So please click on that when you have a chance. Okay, so what should I do next? All right, you know, here's another song that opened some doors in Nashville for me. This one I actually had a publisher tell me, don't play this song out. He was afraid somebody was going to steal it. That's, you know, that's not the kind of thing a publisher tells writers very often, but he told me that. Another publisher, well, this song also led to possibly my biggest mistake that I ever made. I was under consideration for a publishing deal with one of the biggest publishers, with Universal. Well, it was called MCA at the time, but it was about to become Universal. And the publisher asked me to rewrite this song and one other. And I knew the rewrite wasn't as good as the original, and he eventually recognized that. But I did the rewrites, and all I had to do was call him and say I did the rewrites. But I had an anxiety attack, and I talked myself out of calling him. And if I had made that one phone call, I really believe I would have gotten signed to Universal Music. But I didn't make the phone call. I just had an anxiety attack, and I talked myself out of it. But anyway, here's the song. At Echo Canyon, it's always the same. On this ledge where she stood and called out my name, this big empty silence is all that I hear, but the memory of her voice is so clear. She said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again. This used to be heaven, the wide open space, and the sun's golden rays on her pretty face. But the endless horizon and the longing to roam led her far from these hills where we built our home. She said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to she said, I love you, love you, love you, at Echo Canyon. But her words faded away on the wind. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again. Now I'm standing on the edge of Echo Canyon, and the hurt comes back to me again and again. Again and again. At Echo Canyon. Hi Kayla, how are you? Welcome everybody who's just joining. I'm Seth, I'm a songwriter. I am sharing original songs with you, and I hope you will hang around and enjoy them with me. So, let's see. What's next on the original song agenda for tonight? Well, I haven't done this one in a while. This is a political song. You know, it's funny, we wrote this in 2015. And it's like, well, a lot of the song was things that maybe both sides were really thinking at the time. So I don't have to tell you which, well, you might figure out which side I'm on anyway, just from... Sun struggles to rise over the city haze as he heads off to work for minimum wage. By the time he makes it home at night, his kids will be asleep. It wasn't like this till they shipped his old job overseas. And he pledges his allegiance, and he bleeds red, white, and blue. But the dream he once believed in, it just ain't coming true. As we watch our firm foundation turn into shifting sands here in broken promised land. Rich don't pay, and the banks can't fail. Only the poor go to jail. Kid walks home from school, afraid of the police, while his mama prays that he don't end up face down in the street. And she pledges her allegiance, and she bleeds red, white, and blue. But the dream she once believed in, it just ain't coming true. As we watch our firm foundation turn into shifting sand here in broken promised land. Working class ain't got no super PAC, but if 100 million voices speak, they can't ignore that. So we say our allegiance, and we white and blue. 'Cause the dream we still believe in has a shot at coming true. As we watch our firm foundations turn into shifting sand here in broken promised land. Here in broken promised land. Hey, for those just joining, I'm Seth. I'm a songwriter. Hi Jade, how are you? I'm sharing original songs with you, and I hope you will hang around and enjoy them with me. And I'm probably not going to do too many more because I have chronic fatigue from long COVID, and I really don't want to get post-exertional malaise, but I think I can probably do one more, at least. Why don't I just do a sad song? I don't do too many sad songs. I did one earlier. My upcoming single is a sad but hopeful song. I watch my whole world. Wait a second. I'm confused. Okay. Watch my whole world blow up in my face. The moment that you turned and walked away, I begged you to stay. I said I'd never make it if you go, but the dark feels way too heavy to hold. But I know I can live without you. Just wait and see. I'll show you what I'm made of. I'm stronger than you think. I'm gonna come out swinging, so bring on the misery. I can live without you, even if it kills me. Sober, or I can do it stone cold drunk. Drown myself in tears, or just suck it up, show that I'm tough. Go and work myself to death, or do nothing at all till there's nothing left. No sweat. I can live without you. Just wait and see. I'll show you what I'm made of. I'm stronger than you think. I'm gonna come out swinging, so bring on the misery. I can live without you, even if it kills me. I wish you the best. I hope you find what you're looking for. Right now it's hard to believe I don't need you anymore. I can live without you. Just wait and see. I'll show you what I'm made of. Stronger than you think. I'm gonna come out swinging, so bring on the misery. I can live without you, even if it kills me. I can live without you, even if it kills me. So maybe I'll do one more. Should I do one more? All right, one more. One more, and this one's the one I like to end with sometimes because it has a positive message. It's a fun song to sing, and it has a positive message. Although it starts out sounding like it might not have a positive message. It sounds like it starts out like it's going to be a downer, but it's not. Let's see, what key am I in? Okay. Like a fighter, beat and broken, feeling like you've lost at life. Every fiber barely hoping there's an answer in the night. Wasting time just wishing on 1,000 stars, praying that the waters part, when in your heart you'll always find the truth. The love brighter than 100 suns, a burning spirit ever young. The miracle you are, it comes down to the love that lives in you. Like a flower, like a painter, you bring color to the world. You're a tower, a true life changer, the sweetest music ever heard. There's no need for wishing on 1,000 stars, praying that the waters part, when in your heart you'll always find the truth. The love brighter than 100 suns, a burning spirit ever young. The miracle you are, it comes down to the love that lives in you. You're the friend that's hard to find. Let the whole world see you shine. Don't be wishing on 1,000 stars, praying that the waters part, when in your heart you'll always find the truth. The love brighter than 100 suns, a burning spirit ever young. The miracle you are, it comes down to the love that lives in you. The miracle you are, it comes down to the love that lives in you, in you, in you. The love that lives in you. So everybody, I'm Seth. I'm a songwriter. I have been sharing original songs with you. I would love to keep doing more songs. Oh, thank you so much, Jade. I really appreciate you. I would love to do more, but you know, I have long COVID, chronic fatigue. I really don't want to get what's called post-exertional malaise. But I don't know. You know, I really wish I could just put up a little screen. I actually have a screen, an intermission screen. I wish I could just pause the, well, I can't actually pause the live, but I kind of feel like if I did that, nobody would stay. But I could put up this intermission screen like this, there it is, and just take a break and take a nap for about 10 minutes and come back. I wish I could just do that, but I might get penalized for having no activity on my live, and nobody would probably hang around for that long. I mean, maybe new people would come after I start up again. But if you've enjoyed the live, I have a live goal. If you want to support the live goal, that would be totally appreciated. And for those of you who don't see the live goal, there should be a link to support me. And if you don't see that, the link in my bio goes to my website where you can download my music or stream it or buy my artist merch. Oh, I'm not supposed to say the B word. Get my artist merch. And there's also a support me link there. So that would be totally awesome if you could do that. I do this on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays, 9 o'clock New York time. I forgot to mention that. I should be mentioning that throughout the live, so when people come and go, they'll know. 9 o'clock New York time, Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. And I come in, I share original songs. So tell your friends also. Send your friends along. Have them follow me. If you're not following me yet, please do that. Or subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. It's called One Thing in One Place and Another Thing in Another Place. So, I don't know, maybe, it doesn't take as much energy to just hang around and chat for a little while as it does to perform songs. So I can hang around a little bit, and maybe if you have any questions, I would love to, answer if they're real questions, not troll questions. And thank you, Macy. I forgot to say thank you. I hope you're still there, but if you're not, thanks anyway. And you all too have a great upcoming week and happy Sunday. Let's see. So yeah, I'm changing my name. I've been going by Seth Hilary Jackson. And why do I have to use 3 names when I can use 2 names? So Seth Hilary, that's what I should have, I thought about calling myself Seth Hilary at first, but then I noticed, oh yeah, there are some singer-songwriters that use all 3 names. And I thought, yeah, that's cool, I'll do that. And then I came to regret it. It's like, I want to just be Seth Hilary. And it's hard to change it, especially on Spotify and all the streaming platforms. On all these, on the social media platforms, all I got to do is change my username. But on Spotify, I have to start a whole new account. So all the followers that I've accumulated on Spotify, they'll be tied to the old name. And then the new account will just start out with no followers. And, I spent money on promotion to build up some of those followers, but then I stopped doing that because it's kind of a waste of money. The Spotify followers don't, Spotify doesn't even pay me anything. They pay 0 unless a song gets 1,000 streams in a month. And if the song gets 1,000 streams in a month, I get 4 cents. That's right. For 1 million streams, if I get 1 million streams on Spotify, it's $4,000 for 1 million streams. So you'd think 1 million streams, you'd make some, some livable money, but no, you'll get. So the biggest streamers, Spotify just, it's such a ripoff for artists and labels. And it cost, I got to pay to be on. Well, I guess there are some distributors that are free, but then they take a percentage. But at this point, a percentage of 0 is still 0. So, maybe I should be using. But a lot of the free distributors have kind of gotten rid of some of their service, and a lot of, the main feature that I am paying for is so I can choose the release date. And the reason that that's important is only because on Spotify, the hope and the prayer, there's these editorial playlists. And when you release a song, you can pitch your song to the Spotify editors. And if you get lucky enough, and usually the editors, independent artists have such a hard time getting chosen, but it happens once in a while. So it's kind of like a lottery. So if the Spotify editor chooses you for their playlist, you might start getting some traction on Spotify. But you must pitch your song to them at least a week before your release date. So if you upload to one of these distributors that doesn't allow you to choose the release date, a lot of them will just put your song up right away, which some people think that's a great thing. They'll put my song up immediately, but it's actually a bad thing because you want some lead time. So I want to be able to control my release date. And that means using one of the paid distributors. So that's what I've been doing. Hey, Maggie, how are you? So I'm Seth. I'm a songwriter. I have been sharing original songs with you this evening. And if you're enjoying again, please don't forget to follow if you're not already, or subscribe, depending on which platform you're on. I know at least one major platform calls it subscribe. So please do that. And that would be totally awesome. And I do this again, once again, Tuesdays, Thursdays, Sundays, 9 o'clock New York time, although it's possible I might change the schedule and see what happens. And sometimes, if I have energy, which I haven't had much lately because of my chronic fatigue, I do jump on sometimes for an unscheduled live. But those are usually shorter. When I go live on my scheduled times, I usually try to stay live for an hour. I usually try to do original songs for an hour. And sometimes I go over, sometimes I don't make it. Tonight we pretty much made it exactly an hour. And then I usually do hang around a little while. And I was hanging around for a while. I started my accounts, my video platform accounts, just telling my life story. I really had planned to tell my music career story. And then I ended up going through all this backstory because there were just all these tangents I went on. And then I got to a point where I finally got up to where my music career was starting, and I started losing interest in telling stories. And I also started getting some advice that, and it made sense to me because I was always wondering the value of the storytelling. Because I get followers who like my storytelling, but they would like the storytelling and they weren't really following me for the songs. So I started getting the advice, just post music. So that's what I've been mostly doing lately, is just posting music. If people want to follow me, and music, my songs are, like stories. There's a lot, songs are, in the songwriting world, it's a saying, like a song is like a 3-minute movie. So there's kind of stories set to music in a way. Not every song is really a story song, but most songs, at least in some form or another, tell some sort of story. Even if it's not he did this, then he did that, or I did this, then I did that, then I did this. Not necessarily that kind of story, but there's usually some kind of story built into the songs. Although there are certain songs that are just abstract. And even, I guess, they tell their own sort of abstract story. But, so I'm still a storyteller, just set to music. And it's, writing a song, telling a story in 3 minutes set to music is a lot harder than just telling a story. There's a famous quote from a writer. He said, "If I'd had more time, I would have written a shorter letter." And that's really true. When I first started songwriting for real, I went to music school, I studied songwriting, and then I found a songwriting workshop run by a hit songwriter. And the first advice he gave me, he actually said to me, you write brilliant songs, he said, but now I got to teach you to write commercial songs. And that doesn't mean commercial songs aren't brilliant, but it's different. And the first thing I had to learn was cutting down the length of the songs. I'd have these songs with a lot of words, and actually nowadays, the whole lot of words thing seems to have come back. And a lot of songs that are being written today, and this is one reason I stopped going to Nashville. I was writing country songs, but it's kind of a young artist thing and a young writer thing that it's not my style. But they kind of write their songs as if they're rap songs, even if they're not rap songs. Kind of the words that kind of have this rapid fire, lots of rhymes. I mean, they're really good. They're really well written. But that's not really my style. I guess I could try emulating that. And when I was writing songs, to pitch to other artists, emulating other people that's a hard thing to learn, and it's not like selling out either. It's a difficult thing, because if I'm writing songs for like a country artist to sing, the first thing you got to think of is, or before, at some point you have to think of who's going to sing this. If you're writing songs as a songwriter to have other artists record them, you have to think, who's going to record this? And then in order to write the song, you actually have to use language. It's like well, I'll use George Strait. I mean, he's not big on the charts anymore, but he was big on the charts when I first started doing this. So like, if George Strait, or I guess nowadays Morgan Wallen, I mean, he writes most of his own songs. But if you want to pitch a song to him, it has to be something he's going to want to sing. It has to sound like him. You know, if you write a song and it doesn't sound like him, he's not going to want to sing it. So you have to learn to like speak the language of the singers who you're pitching your songs to. So that's a hard skill. So then the new skill became, okay, now I got to start to learn to sound like an 18-year-old. And I had 2 kids growing up. I heard them talk, but I don't know, it just got to be too much. Like, it just, the whole fear of rejection thing, that's kind of sabotaged my whole songwriting career anyway. I let the fear of rejection get in the way. There's no doubt I would have gotten a publishing deal had I just done it the way you're supposed to do it. But I kept letting anxiety get in my way, and I stopped calling people just when I should be calling them. And there's this one time I had to make this one phone call. I mentioned this earlier. I just had to make this one phone call, and I had this major anxiety attack, and I took myself out of it. And had I not done that, I believe to this day that I would have gotten a major publishing deal with one of the biggest publishers in the world, Universal Music. He gave me this test. He asked me to do these 2 rewrites, and I did them. I went home and I did them. And he was waiting for me to call him, and I talked myself out of doing it. Yeah, I know. And I have a song, I was going to play this song earlier, and I didn't play it. But I have a song called Fear. And I should play that song more often. I used to play it out, and people used to really like it. So it's a song about having an anxiety attack and getting through it. It's on my album. You can hear it on my website. My album's called This One's For You. I released it in 2018. And then, I had plans to release more albums, and instead, the advice was just release singles. There's no really reason to release an album. So I have enough songs for 3 or 4 more albums out there, but I just haven't made an album out of them. If there was a reason to make an album, I would make one. I actually thought of making, we won't go to that. But for legal reasons, I was thinking of making an album. And I still might. But I wouldn't have any promotional plans to go out and promote my album. I haven't even really been promoting my music. My whole music promotion is just going live on these platforms. And, on one particular platform, which I'm on now, and it starts with the letter T, and it's a vertical platform, my lives were getting pushed out like crazy for a while. And I really thought I found the way to reach my audience, and then I don't know what happened. Around the time that the app was banned and shut down, something changed. And, thank you so much, Jaden, for the swan. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for the support. And thank you for the love. Thank you so much. I thought by now I'd be making a living from this. The way my account was growing and I was getting a lot of support. And then in January, it started to fade away, right around the time. Well, also I took a week off because I was sick. So I don't know if that might have harmed things. But then when the shutdown the platform shut down for one day and came back, but it was never the same after that. I don't think I would regret not making an album. I did make one album, And I'm releasing the songs, so they're out there. It's just not as an album. So the songs are out there, and I'm still releasing them. So like I said, I played my next single earlier tonight. It's coming up. It's scheduled for August 29th, but I may push the date back because I really want to change my artist name. Finally started doing it today. I changed my username on some of the platforms, but the big thing is on Spotify. If I change my name, I have to start a whole new account, and I lose all my followers on Spotify. And I have a couple of hundred or 1,000. I forget how many I have, but they all go away. That's really annoying. So, actually, you can even see now, it says Seth Hilary. It used to say Seth Hilary Jackson. But, on one platform, I'm using several different apps to stream. But on the platform with the T, the one that sounds like a clock, I have my old logo there. It still says Seth Hilary Jackson, but I'm going to redo my logo. I'm pretty sure I could just take the name Jackson out of it, and hopefully it'll still, I won't have to design a whole new thing. So, thank you all, everybody who's been here tonight. I really appreciate you, and especially Jaden. Thank you so much for the love. You're so awesome. And 5 tip for I don't even know what that means. I have a feeling that's like a spam. That sounds like a spam thing. Are you spamming me, Carole? Yeah, XXX. That really sounds like one of those corn things. I guess that's the code word we're supposed to use. It's only on this one platform. Only on the platform that sounds like a clock. They have all kinds of, strict things that you're not allowed to say certain things. So people use code words for them. So I believe the code word is corn. Watching corn. So it looks like I got a corn spam on my live on this other platform that I just started streaming on. Estrada. Well, my niche, my niche is that I'm a songwriter. But, the problem with my niche also as a songwriter is, well, I'm an artist because I'm putting out music. That makes me an artist. But one of the decisions I made, I was writing pop and country songs, and I was going to Nashville, and I was pitching my country songs there, and I was pitching my pop songs in LA. And then the whole rejection thing. But I also realized there's certain kinds of songs that are pitchable and certain kinds of songs that aren't pitchable. And I had a lot of songs that aren't pitchable that I wanted to get out there. So that's another reason I started recording my own songs. But when I did that, when I'm writing for myself, or a lot of times I'm just writing a song, I'm not thinking of a genre. I'm just writing the song, and I have an idea for a song, and I want to write the song, and whatever it happens to come out as. If it's a country song, that's great. If it's a rock song, I don't push it to a genre necessarily. I just kind of write it the way it feels like the song wants to be. And so I end up having songs that are in like multiple genres. So, as an artist, usually the niche is your genre. And then, I try to promote my music, and like the first question they always ask me is, well, what's your genre? Or what other artists do you sound like? And I can never answer that question. And I even ask people in the industry, and they go, well, you sound like you. And I'm like, well, I guess that's a compliment, but it also is not helpful for marketing. Because, you want to promote a song. First, you find an artist that's similar to you, and then you target their fans. I'm like, but I'm not similar to any other artist, I don't think. Maybe I am, but I have yet to have somebody tell me. And I know like certain songs may sound like a certain artist. Like I have a few songs people hear not my live version, because my live version is just me on the acoustic guitar. But when I have the recorded version, some of them have kind of a psychedelic vibe to them. So people say, oh yeah, that reminds me of Pink Floyd. I'm like, oh, thank you. And then I have certain songs that people say, oh, that reminds me of Tom Petty. I'm like, okay, well, thank you. But Pink Floyd and Tom Petty are kind of two different niches. And then I have songs that are just country. You know, oh, that reminds me of, you sound like Alan Jackson. Thank you. But, you know, that doesn't help the marketing myself as an artist, because I don't sound like any one person. And some of my songs are kind of, you know, country rock or, you know, folk rock or so. I don't know what they are. So, hey Clancy. Oh, you know, I missed. I tried to interact with chat, but I missed the globe. I missed your comment. But I'm a songwriter, so I do original songs. As I was saying, that's my niche. I am a songwriter. I have been. Somebody has suggested, you know, that I do add covers to my set, and I've thought about doing that, and I just don't know if that would really help, to tell you the truth. Oh, somebody sent me, Jaden, did you send me more? Somebody sent me something and I don't see. I'm sorry if I missed it. Looks like somebody sent me something and I didn't see the message. But whoever sent me whatever you sent me, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. I usually get a notification on the screen when somebody sends me something, but it didn't pop up this time. So whoever it was, thank you so much. I really appreciate it for the support. My favorite thing to write about is I don't have one favorite thing. You know, like most songwriters, I have a lot of songs about relationships, but that's not necessarily my favorite thing. It's just a topic that, you know, there are a lot of songs to be written about relationships. I like to write about mental health issues, but you know, I don't have that many songs about that. I feel like I don't want to harp on it either. But I do write about that, and I write about politics. So I guess the mental health and the politics songs are the ones that are usually the most meaningful, but some of the relationship songs are really meaningful too. And then I have songs just about, like, I call them life songs. If you go to my website, I have them in categories. There's relationship songs, but I call them the sweet love songs. And then there's the ones that aren't so happy. They're not all sad, so I call them troubled love songs. And then I have mental health songs, and I have political message songs, and I have fun songs. I have some songs that are just silly and fun. And then I have what I call life songs, which, you know, just songs about my life or life in general. Or there's a couple of songs that just don't fit into any, like I have this one Grateful Dead cover song that I did. It doesn't fit into any of those other categories, so I just put it into the life songs category. What's behind me? You mean the bright thing? That bright light? Are you referring to the bright light? That is called a pole lamp. And today, I decided to do something different. I usually have it facing away from me so you can just see the colors on the wall. But the colors on the wall, this is a big room actually, so the wall's kind of far away, so it doesn't like stand out as much as I wish it did. So this time I just tried having it face me. So now you can see the light and you can see it changing colors, right? Well, thank you. And thank you, Brady, for sharing the live. Is Brandon silly or am I silly? I am personally silly. Oh wait, is Brandon here? Brandon. Oh. You know, if you're just trolling, I'll probably block you, but Oh, what does? The light? The light makes me look youthful? Well, yeah, I also have a... So I was advised that this would also improve my lives to get a new webcam. So I got this nice fancy webcam. And the webcam comes with these filters. So I don't know how much the filters really do. Maybe you could tell me which you like better. So here's one filter. This one's called Fresh. There are like 9 different filters. One of them is black and white. I don't want to use that one. This one's called Fresh. This one, now I'm going to switch filters. This one's called Nature. So I don't even know if you can tell the difference. I just switched from Fresh to Nature. And now this one's called, I'm going to switch to Clear. Now I can see a slight difference. I don't know which is better. This one's called Crystal. So I just switched to Crystal. This one's called Film. Now it's a little darker. This one's called Sheer. This one's called Pure. This is black and white. I don't want that. And this one's called Soda. So I don't know which one of those I like the best. So I had it on Fresh. I guess Fresh is pretty good, right? Or Nature, which is this. So this is Nature, and this is Fresh. Nature, Fresh. Clear. Now, Clear's kind of dark. But, you know, I could put on Clear and then turn the light brighter, and then it might look better. But, or I could just turn it off. This is like with nothing on. And so it's darker now. So Nature, oh, Nature's lighter than that. Okay. So now Nature looks lighter, but now Fresh looks darker. This is weird. So anyway, I have it on Fresh. You like Fresh? Okay. What about Sheer? That's Sheer. That's brighter. Pure. Now Pure is darker. And it's like Soda. Why Soda? So this is Sheer, and this is Fresh. Now Fresh is darker than Sheer. And Crystal. That looks more, I don't know, bluish or purplish or something. And that's Fresh. It's hard to tell because the color of the light's changing also in the background. So I don't know. I don't know if it makes any difference. I could just turn it off altogether, you know, and then just turn my backlight brighter. So, you know, they call it a ring light because it's shaped like a ring. And that's what in front of me, and that's what's lighting up my face. So I could turn that brighter. So anyway, I go live Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, 9 o'clock New York time, and I do original songs. And I hope I will see you all again for more original songs. And please follow me if you're not following me already, or subscribe, or whatever it is on whatever platform you're on. And again, if you want to support me, there should be a link there. I have a website. All the links are there should be a link right in front of you in my profile that takes you to a link tree with all my other links, including my website where you can, you know, stream or download my music, get my artist merch, sign up for my newsletter. I have a Discord. There hasn't been much going on in the Discord lately. I really would love to get the Discord going again. And, you know, we could all get to know each other offline, and that'd be fun. And I have like channels on my Discord for jokes and memes, and I have a channel for discussion of music, and I don't know. We could all join in and talk about things there. You know, I could talk about my songwriting. I could, you know, we could talk about music we like. I'm a big Deadhead. So anyway, I hope you'll come back and tell your friends and all that. So I hope I'll see you next time. Again, Tuesday, Thursday, Sunday, 9 New York time. If you follow me and you have your notifications set, you'll know if I go live unscheduled. And if you're on my Discord, there'll be a notification when I go live. So anyway, thank you for being here. I really enjoyed being with you and sharing my music with you.